Hello and welcome once again back to another episode of Demi-Chan. And, well, it's just one of those titles where not much can happen, and yet it's still oddly fulfilling. However, in the last episode we did have a bit more of a world building and maybe some subplots being brought up with the police and the general interaction with the outside world and how it all intertwines. However, to achieve that, it kind of had to step back from the lives of the main characters themselves, so I don't think it's going to carry on in that direction for too long. Because this show kind of carries itself on the whole, look at these group of morons that are semi-relatable. So hopefully you're ready, and let's get into the next episode. So no preview intro this time? Doesn't want to give anything away, does it? I wonder if the intro is going to adjust anymore over the next few episodes, however many are left, to reflect story changes like it did with Yuki. Oh yeah, for all its talk on succubi, we haven't actually seen the teacher do much, have we? The problem with these intros is that there's not much to say over the top of a lot of them, apart from just enjoy it. Test scores. Yeah. Someone that actually studies. So where did she go? Well done. Well, out of the three of them, then yeah, I'd say that she's probably the most likely to actually do schoolwork. Well, maybe she needs to study, then she won't feel so bad about getting. Well, she'd feel worse if she's getting bad scores. But what about her? Because he's disappointed in her for not doing well. How? Isn't going to protect her. She should strive to improve her own. No. Has she deserved it? Maybe that's a good enough reason for her to start studying. Whose bag did that fall from? I'm guessing it was Yuki since it had snowflakes on it, and also, what was it? Something important. Yeah, you're in school. It never really ends until you leave. She lost it. She did realise, though. Okay, so what kind of book is it? If her father used to read it, it's nothing weird. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, and she's just embarrassed because she likes it. Not that there's anything wrong with a comedy manga. Why is she on the defensive? Sometimes you gotta take somewhat pride in what you like. Or at least stop caring what other people think. I think the fact that she's trying so hard to look nonchalant is gonna give her away. Confusing one with a 7, okay. She. Are there any good characters in this who are capable of lying and not looking incredibly incriminating? Okay, a vampire that fights crime by drinking blood. Are they really going to learn their lesson if they're emaciated? Right. No, I don't get that code at all, obviously. It's because she understands it, fair enough. But a ladies' comic. And I'm guessing it's a drama. Oh, not entirely. Well, she's kind of alright if. Oh, you... Girl. She's kind of good at coming up with things on the fly. Maybe not being overly convincing about it, though. Mm. Then in reality, to be fair, any legend and story is kind of a incredibly exaggerated tale from reality in some senses. Is she really trying to get into this kind of conversation? That would make sense. Hmm. Well, at least she's gotten over her issues since she's able to talk about it so frankly. So she kicked his ass. Nicely done. Not everyone can take that kind of action, but he will learn his lesson, won't he? Especially being humiliated in front of the school. So, was he always a masochist, or did she bring that out of him with her ability? He might have to transfer. Yeah, he can't act like the tough guy after everyone saw that. Yeah, she's one of those, isn't she? Surely it's not that hard to work out when someone's laughing. Whatever. Hopefully, this she's actually gonna study and somewhat improve. She's not gonna do amazingly. No. Has she got some sort of ADD? Well, getting started is usually the hardest point, no matter what you're talking about. At least for me. Yeah, that could have been taken wrong, but no. She's too nice to take offense. I'd say that studying because she wants to do well rather than she just enjoys studying, but each to their own, I guess. Hmm. I guess I can understand that. Sure, make it into a game and Hikari's gonna fly by, isn't she? Is it a common practice to poke people in their face like that? And there should be, yeah, reason enough for her to study. Probably. I mean, he's not going to be disappointed by you doing better. She's going first, isn't she? Nope, she's entirely that type of person. Shouldn't she be studying? Is it after school now, or is it like lunch period or something? Yep, that's all she can hope to achieve, isn't it? Well, he's studying as well, so. But the oh yeah, because hmm, she chews on her sister's arm. Huh. Well, there's the cape from the intro. It's helping him, so. What is it going to be her prize if she does well in studying? Is she like. Yeah, it's like she's checking out a hunk of meat at the supermarket. So she doesn't get. Yeah. Makes it better? Hmm. A failing grade. Out of 100, I'm guessing. But it's nothing overly special. We already know how much she likes biting on her. We had an entire like few minutes of that, haven't we? Is it a callback to when they actually had ice cream or not? Something, yeah, comfortable and mm, it's like a staple, isn't it? It's not. Oh, why am I giggling like her? No, I don't have the same kind of mindset. Well, that's probably good for him, isn't it? And what's the reason behind all of this? Hmm. Ah. Oh, is she catching up on the catching up on the books now that she's been reminded of them. I mean, yeah, it is a. I see what the connection he's trying to make now here. Does he want to test this theory? If she was actually to draw blood. But he did just say that out loud. Yeah, I wonder if he. How exactly is he going to explain this one away? And she's just sad. Maybe he needs a filter on his words. She didn't fail, but it's not amazing. Imagine the praise she would have got if she'd actually done really well. And let me guess. Ooh. Good, she's out in the top 30. Let's see. Machi? Is she going to be completely anemically, shocked like last time? Yeah. She's not going to pass up that opportunity, is she? Doing well in studies and getting the approval of the teacher. You won't get that kind of ranking system in schools around here nowadays. I mean, they've done away with sports day first and second places because people got upset they didn't win. Life is full of disappointments. If everyone gets a participation trophy, then A, nothing matters at all, so what's the point of trying hard? And B, when something doesn't go their way, they're going to act like Hikari, and be completely distraught and not know what to do with themselves. A bit of healthy competition is always good. Almost always good. Probably best to put that disclaimer on there. I'm glad that we're seeing a bit more of their characters. We're definitely seeing Yuki growing, aren't we? I don't know which of the three I would relate to in terms of studying and doing, like, where I'd be placed in the ranking system. It's definitely not Machi because I never studied at all. Well, okay, almost never. And it's also not Hikari because I actually did kind of well at the same point. So, and yes, it might be annoying for some people. I'm just annoyingly lucky sometimes, especially if it comes to multiple choice. But with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this exam-related episode, and whenever you're watching this, you might be facing some sort of test yourself. In which case, yeah, study and you'll do better. Usually. Well, you'd probably do better than if you didn't, so. Just don't spend your entire time not sleeping and playing games and then turning up late. It doesn't help your chances? I'll say that. But of course, if you did enjoy the episode, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. You know, just for fun. Or prosperity. Whichever's good. Now, it's getting close to the end of Demi-Chan, and I will be putting on a new series after it has ended. I have already chosen it myself, and it is secret. No one knows. However, if you still want me to look into something that you're wanting me to see, check my my anime list. Just link in the description to see if it's on there, and if it's not, let me know. Who knows, it might appear on the channel sometime in the future. But until that time comes, hopefully you can enjoy everything else that's going on in the meantime. But for that to happen, you've got to stay awesome, you've got to get some rest, and most definitely, I've got to see you in the next one.